And good morning. Katherine Bishop is the Vice President of the Oklahoma Education Association. Good to see you.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
All right. The deal was done this week. There's a lot of controversy about the deal. Your folks are still coming to Oklahoma City tomorrow. There's been some misinformation about that, or confusion about that, I should say. Let's get back to the deal. Did you get what you wanted?
It was an historic down payment on our children's future. It came up short. And then what happened yesterday in the House just totally dismantled what they had passed.
I'm talking about the hotel and motel tax rollback.
Absolutely.
We'll get to that in just a moment. You said a historic down payment. That indicates to me there's still a bill due.
It's a historic down payment because over the last decade, we have absolutely refused to invest in our students' future. Our students are functioning in a deficit every year, that they don't have the appropriate textbooks, their class sizes are larger, we have a severe teacher shortage, so it's a down payment. We have a long ways to go.
How about support personnel? I know public employees. There was also funding to go into the formula. We've seen pictures of textbooks that had Ronald Reagan was president. Do you have money for that out of this deal?
The textbook money that's provided won't even buy a textbook for one student. So the money is extremely short. It's a first step. It's a down payment. I was in Enid the other day and a student was speaking and she said, I shouldn't have to have textbooks that are put together with duct tape and a wish. We have students that have textbooks that were written 10 years before they were born. So it takes big funding because we have absolutely not invested in our students over the years.
All right, judging from the social media that I read, and we've done Facebook Lives with you. Camps, by the way, will be there tomorrow, Facebook Live with News on 6, News on 9 Facebook pages. Hope you're following us there. Based upon what I'm seeing from the public, it's either yay or boo. What should the public know? If you're talking to the public right now about what's going to happen tomorrow, for example, what messages should they receive?
Our goal has never been a walkout. Our goal has never been to shut down schools. Our goal has been for our legislature to do their job and pass a budget. Teachers will be coming to the Capitol on April 1st, along with support professionals and community members. They're not walking out of their schools. They're walking to the Capitol to stand up for their students.
On Tuesday, what's next? Are you going to stay in town, or is it a one-day deal? There's so much confusion out there.
I understand that. On April 2nd, we will be at the Capitol, and we will be there until a deal is done, and we'll take it day by day.
At the end of the day, what actually occurred to make this deal go forward? What was the turning point? Because you've been trying to work on this for many years, especially the last year and a half.
Yeah, that's been kind of the interesting part of the last 3 weeks or even back at the beginning of the session when we were told there's not going to be any money, there's not going to be any increases, so don't expect it. To 3 weeks ago that the Senate tried to pass a bill that would have given only a teacher pay raise. It didn't have recurring revenue with it, and so it was defeated in the Senate. And then last week we heard, well, you could expect a $1,000 or $2,000 teacher pay raise. And then we passed a historic bipartisan down payment on our children's future. So things are happening and they're moving very fast, and it's a very fluid situation. But what happened that took them 30 years, I like how Representative Dunnington always said, 30 years to pass a tax revenue plan, it took them less than 72 hours to dismantle it.
Real quick, the hotel motel tax, that's what you're talking about. How, in your eyes, how bad a deal is that? Well,
we knew we were already going to be starting in a budget hole the next year because cigarette tax was going to go to health care, gas tax was going to go to road and bridges. So we knew we were going to be in a hole, and they just dug the hole deeper yesterday by not passing or repealing the hotel tax. And the Senate still hasn't passed the ball and dice. So we're really looking at $75 million.
A lot more to do. A lot more to talk about.
A lot more to do and a lot more to talk about.
Katherine Bishop, be watching what happens tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
Katherine Bishop, the Vice President of Oklahoma Education Association. See this again at news9.com/yourvotecounts.